know that I would have decided to devote my life to helping those women who need that chance. I mean, that's really where my heart is, to helping the women in any capacity that I can. So I'm so proud of everything you're doing, and I want to help in whatever way that I possibly can. I have a husband who's in the PR communications business, so perhaps there's things he can do to spread the message. But it is critically important that women do have this place to come to and open themselves up, talk to somebody, have a mentor, get the help that they need, and know that they're not alone, that it's nothing to be ashamed of. We all make bad choices, right? It could happen to any of us. People go out and have an extra glass of wine or a beer to drink. That could be them in prison. So we can't judge. We never know when we're going to find ourselves in the position of needing that outreach. I never thought I would end up in prison. That wasn't my life's plan, and it wasn't the plan for most of the people that are in there. Most women are there because they haven't had anything, and they need that desperately. So thank you for what you're doing, and please let me know how I can help.
We will.
And thank you for
Thank you.
I'm happy to answer any questions.
It was very easy for me to pick her because this young lady here advocated for offenders that was taking GED classes. And she came and told on how the instructor was treating different ones, and she didn't even know that some of the other ladies that even came to me. And so with that, from that day on, from that one day, whatever many years ago it was, she let me know what her heart was. When you're working in the prison, you cannot sit there and look at someone's crime and judge them. So when these ladies come out and y'all get those post-release instructions, look at that, learn that, but don't judge them by that. Let that be your guideline to know what they're capable of doing. Right. Okay? You need to know that. They all are coming to you with a story. And some of them are very sincere. As the intake specialist, the ones that's coming from NCCIW, I do have a connection with the case managers and the program directors. So it's almost like I can say, hey, Robert, you know, that girl sounded like she had much attitude on that phone. Well, how is she? I didn't get to see her. Was she there when I was working there? You might say, yeah, you know, she was on such and such caseload. Then I'll call that case manager. Because I'm talking to, what's your name?
Natasha.
I'm talking to Natasha on the phone. Natasha's giving me this real glowy, you know, attitude. You know, she's talking, but see, spirit of discernment can see through that even on the phone. See what I'm saying? So some of it we can tell through the phone because you're talking too much. Or you're talking with attitude. And so I can pick up on that. So when I go back and I do my assessment, at the end of that page, I can put down my assessment and what I took from that. Now it's on the administration to decide if they want to bring them in there. But just know when they come to you, they're coming to y'all with mess. Some stuff they want to talk about, some stuff they don't. But you have to stay, as they tells us in the prison, you have to be fair, firm, and consistent. Y'all need to pick that up and use that in your home. Fair, firm, and consistent. So, when you're fair, firm, and consistent, you will treat all of them the very same way. Don't do no favors for one that you're not going to do for the other. Matter of fact, don't do no favors at all.
Right, exactly.
Work within the confines of what you're supposed to do or the guidelines that's in your handbook. These ladies are coming to y'all, they're manipulative, and they can pick up on a soft spot on you in a minute. That's why you need to stay fair, firm, and consistent, and treat them all the same way. You don't have to treat them ugly. But when one comes to you with attitude, you need to check that attitude and do it very professionally and let them know that you're not gonna take that. And if they don't want to abide by whatever guidelines and rules and things of the house or whatever program they got, then chain of command, your house manager, Mr. Brock, that your favorite person to help you out is the PO. The PO and the police. Because when they normally come, and y'all need to read those post release supervision orders or whatever they call them. You need to know, because once they violate one time, and I don't know how y'all feel about calling the PO immediately, but eventually that's what they're gonna have to do. So when you call that PO, you let your house manager know, I had to call Miss Susie Q on Mary Jane because Mary Jane didn't come in tonight. You let the house manager and the PO and Mr. Brock and Miss Simmons deal with that. But you take it off of you, and you have to report that, because they come in there, and if they violate, they're only gonna come right back to NCCIW. We got a bed, they got a bed there for them. The lights are always on. So whatever you do, make sure that you are working within the confines of my sister's house. Make sure you use your chain of command. Don't do something for one that you're not going to do for the other. Don't do no favors. Don't even have that word in your vocab. Just take it immediately out. And what else? I want to make sure I get it all in real quick within my time. I don't want to go over time, but I want to make sure y'all know what it is y'all supposed to know. And today, whatever y'all are hearing here today, please take it back to the ones that did not come. If I don't know who's in the home now, it's not, we're not here to talk about them, but if there's someone in that home now, or anybody in that home now, that don't want to do what they supposed to do, go back and read those post-release instructions, and don't let that person be a problem.